You could tell a lot about a person the way they talk to chat,
right?
to AI. Oh,
yeah, I feel like an asshole if I don't.
You have to, because when it takes over, it's going to know who says please.
Exactly, right?
And welcome back to another episode of the Riley Black Project. Crystal and John.
Hey.
We look different.
We do.
So you guys already know we have an in-person guest because we're both on the same side. Because I don't like sitting next to this one, but
I don't like
here
sitting
I
next
am.
to you either.
Yeah, exactly. You're cramping my
We are
style.
not those couples that sit on the same side at a restaurant.
No, not at all. Not at all. We sit
like,
across
sit
from
over
each
there.
other. I've always have though. You got to,
Yeah.
in order to talk to the person.
Easily,
I'm gonna be sitting here like this. No, I'd rather be sitting like.
But you don't want to hold my hand the whole time?
No, absolutely not. Those days are over.
They really are.
I'll hold your hands when we're walking, but not when we're
even then, we barely do that anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway,
this episode is brought to you by
Katie with Monarch Pine. So check out her website, monarchpine.com, for jewelry blanks and findings. And make sure to use code Riley Black for 10% off. And of course, patrons get a higher discount.
Patrons always get higher discounts.
Always.
And if you are a patron, make sure you join the TRBP Hangout Facebook group. That's where we do all of our After Darks. We just did one.
That one was for everybody.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That one is for everybody.
And what group was that in?
Normally, well, hold on. Let me finish talking about TRBP Hangout.
Go ahead.
Also, we eventually post all of the exclusive discounts there. I say eventually because she does it. So it's eventually.
Do you want to do it?
No.
Okay.
No, because you still got to make the graphic.
I have the graphic. I just add to it every time.
Oh, exactly. You still have to add to it. And she's a control freak and doesn't let me do that part. So
whatever. You also don't want to.
No, I actually don't. I really don't. But if you're not a patron, you could also join the Riley Black Project Community Facebook group. That's for everybody. We kind of hang out there, talk about the podcast and guests that are coming up and shorts and all that.
Yeah.
I think that's all the particulars, right?
Yeah.
So, without further ado, our in-person live guests, which we really don't have many of.
Very rarely.
They're usually virtual. But welcome. First, I have to say, former president. He was a former president.
Who?
Our guest.
Of?
Huh? I mean, it was the 5th grade, but he was still a former president.
I was like, where is this going?
2010 High School Outstanding Athlete Award.
Nice.
Football, basketball, and baseball. Pretty good.
Yeah.
But really, the real thing is Certified Quality Auditor, servicing nuclear and aerospace.
That sounds fancy. I want to hear about that.
It does sound fancy. It's not Elon, though. We don't have Elon on the show.
No.
We're not there yet. But welcome to the show, Frankie Lasers with Trotec.
Hey.
Hey, guys.
How's it going?
How you doing?
It's amazing. We're here.
Yeah.
Man, we only talked on Wednesday or Thursday for the first time.
Escalated quickly,
Monday,
right?
Already here. Got our band demo. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Started at the bottom, now we're here.
Right? Yeah, you slid into my DMs on
slid.
Instagram for our podcast, and you wanted to come show us the van, and I was like, well, that sounds like cool content.
Right.
And I was like, well, hey, do you want to be on the podcast too? So we did a twofer.
Watching a few of your episodes, I heard Vero Beach and just in the Melbourne area. So we're pretty close.
Yeah.
So I was kind of eyeing you guys
Piqued
for a
your
while
interest for
and
sure,
just, figured, hey, let me shoot a message and see where it goes. So
Yeah.
Well, and we don't hear, if I heard someone was in Melbourne too, I'd be like, oh, that's close. Because, Vero, Melbourne, unless you live in Florida, you don't know those cities.
Right.
Is Sebastian Brevard County?
No.
There's a break somewhere?
County,
Indian River.
Indian River County.
Okay.
Yeah,
there is a break somewhere.
Yeah, near Brevard.
I thought we had that connection.
Yeah, it's near Brevard. It's what? Brevard starts at
north.
Palm Bay, right?
I think so. It's right.
Yeah,
right
we just end it basically.
Yeah.
I mean, and Indian River County is a small count.
Well,
it's not that,
isn't it?
Not when you compare it to Miami-Dade.
Oh,
Broward,
true. Yeah, no, nothing.
But then there's Martin County,
right?
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is transplant ways,
right?
Jersey guy just trying to find his way down in Florida. Read the signs.
I'm a transplant too, so I'm still learning. People tell me new cities in Florida all the time, and I'm like, "Where's that?" Looking it up on the map.
Florida man.
Yeah.
Born and raised in Florida.
You're not the Florida man like on the news though. That guy's
I mean,
always...
I used to be, but on the other side, behind the camera.
Okay,
on the
yeah,
news.
right.
Remember that trend? It was like every day there were like a person in
God.
Florida did this.
They do. It's like constant. There's always something someone in Florida is doing
If you
that
remember
they shouldn't do.
the South Beach cannibal / zombie, the dude that ate the face of a guy, of a homeless guy, I went to high school with him.
He was on. It was when like bath salts was crazy.
Yeah,
he was the bath salts.
So
guy.
that was the Sword and Scale. They covered it on a podcast.
okay.
I watched Sword and Scale.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely do remember that.
Yeah, he
I
went to school with him.
Really?
Rudy.
Because
Yeah.
he had went to Florida State, if I read. Unless there's a different face eating.
I forget.
Incident.
You never know. It's
I
Florida.
forget what high school, what college he went to.
Yeah.
He played ball in high school.
Like a football player,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, we're
Yeah.
definitely talking about the same
yeah.
thing.
And we had American history in 9th grade together.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So
You haven't written him any notes, have you?
I mean, not anymore. He's gone. Rest in peace, Rudy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, really?
Huh?
I didn't
Yeah,
know
they
that.
shot him.
Oh.
They,
Damn.
so fun.
Well.
so
That was a fun turn of events.
The officers had to, because the taser wasn't
Oh,
working, so they
right.
had to shoot him.
Yeah, 'cause he
and
was
they ended up
so-
also shooting the homeless guy because it went through him into the homeless guy that he was on top of.
Yeah, because he wouldn't get off of him.
And then he messed up the homeless dude's eye. He messed up his good eye.
Oh no.
So the homeless dude already had like a bad eye, and Rudy messed up the good eye. So
Wow.
it was a horrible day for
man.
that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I'm back
Jeez.
to I'm thinking of a separate face eating
Oh,
case.
okay.
Maybe.
Might be. I mean, it is
Oh.
Florida.
Yeah.
So, there are
Right.
a few.
You never know. So tell us about you. So you drive around the TroVan now, which is literally a van that has Trotecs in it, right? Well, one Trotec.
Yeah. So specifically, what is it? A ProMaster 2000.
Okay.
Then it has one of our Speedy 360 lasers in there, and then a Beaufort Donaldson exhaust system.
Nice.
So we pair that with my laptop. We have a TV in there, a few
Yeah.
lights,
yeah.
an AC that doesn't work too well. As,
well, I mean,
as
listen,
we all know.
it's Florida heat. There's
Yeah.
a lot that doesn't
But
work in this Florida heat.
We were cutting, we were in engraving, so
Yeah.
everything's still working. But it keeps me cool, and I've put quite a few miles on it so far. I drove it from Florida to Michigan in May for our Grand Prix event.
That's awesome.
So they might have me do that again in 2026.
Awesome.
I've taken it through Atlanta, been in meetings on site in Tennessee, and
Yeah.
our lovely state here down in Florida.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
So what were you doing before the van?
man.
And like kind of tell us about like how that led to where you're at now.
Where does it all start? So born and raised in Jersey, right? Jersey guy down in Florida, real original.
Yeah.
Got my electrical engineering degree at Fairfield University in Connecticut. Go Stags, if you know 'em. So I had a few jobs in the corporate world, in that. Got into defense contracting, and defense contracting specifically got me down to the Space Coast, right? Where found some new work, was ready to get going, and then my good buddy, Trotec laser salesman in Northeast, Jason Dent, one of my childhood friends, let me know that the Florida position was open. Figured I'd be a good fit, see if I was interested, and I definitely was, and that was about 2 years ago.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Van is about 5-6 months in right now, and just really staying active. You know, we're talking about a little traveling, and I'm at 60 days hotels this year. It's not including, just regular Airbnbs, hotels that I'm not doing the booking for. But I mean, it's hard work, and we're definitely moving around. The van helps me do that.
Yeah. And I assume it's only August, so there's going to be plenty more, throughout the year, right?
We've got a few trips planned.
Nice. One of them we'll mention is, are you driving it to, what is it, Printing United or Printed United?
Printing United's in Orlando. They may have me drive it, but I also could just see it being parked under like the hotel.
Right.
So to be determined.
Yeah. Are you going to that?
I will definitely be at that.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anything else? Any other events that you know of for this year?
I know UV Energize. A lot of people are getting excited for.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like back in Major League, right, where you open the locker to see if the tag's in there or not, if you got cut. So I won't be at UV Energize this year. But yeah, Print United and then GPX Charlotte to wrap up the GPX schedule.
Nice.
So were you guys at the Indianapolis show?
No.
Okay, so I was there, and then Irving, Texas, I think was in February, and we're talking now. GPX Long Beach is this week, and that's been a real good group to work with. I'm sure you've spent a lot of time with them.
Yeah,
as well.
I know Stephanie with the Country Porch Swing. She's been posting about the GPX in California. So yeah, I told her she's a traveling woman even more so than us because she's doing GPX Next Level and UV Energize. So I'm already tired for her.
Yeah.
You know,
we were contemplating UV Energize and just couldn't swing.
We
too
really,
much
really
time
wanted
away.
to. You know, we love Steve and the PDS guys, and you know, I've just heard amazing things about UV Energize. So you know, we really wanted to try and make that happen, but just with driving to Next Level, just the logistics of everything, and you know, having 2 small kids at home, it was like, oh, I don't think we can do it.
Yeah,
so
it was gonna be too much time away.
Yeah, hopefully next year. I really want to make it to UV Energize, but we won't make it.
I
This
know
year.
they appreciate like all the work people take to even get there. But I think the attendance like 500 people this year. Which is really exciting.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
we're trying to do the same thing with our Trotec Grand Prix, and I think over time we can perhaps get it up there.
Was this year the first year?
Attention all laser owners and crafters. Are you tired of spending hours cutting, painting, and assembling laser products? Look no further than the Crazy Laser Dad's Laser Ready Blanks.
Their high-quality blanks are expertly sourced and tested and ready to use on your laser. Say goodbye to the hassle and frustration of time-consuming projects and hello to more time creating and selling.
Plus, with their wide selection of items, you'll surely find the perfect blank for your customers.
Visit crazylaserdad.com today and take your laser crafting to the next level with their Laser Ready blanks.
The Riley Black Project is sponsored by Monarch Pine.
Monarch Pine is your trusted source for premium laser blanks and jewelry findings. From large loop earring hooks made specifically for acrylic and wood earrings to laser-tested stainless steel necklace and bracelet blanks, they have everything you need to bring your creative ideas to life.
As a maker, you know the value of quality supplies. And that's exactly what Monarch Pine delivers. Whether you're crafting as a hobby or running a full-time business, their products make it easy to design confidently and create stunning pieces.
Head to monarchpine.com and use code RileyBlack to get 10% off your order. Riley Black patrons get an even bigger discount, so don't miss out.
While you're at it, join the Monarch Pine Craft Supply Insiders Facebook group. It's a vibrant community where makers share tips, inspiration, and their incredible creations.
Monarch Pine, where your creativity takes center stage. Visit monarchpine.com and use code RileyBlack today.
Not tomorrow. Today.
This was our first year.
Okay.
We took about 2.5 months to plan it. I think we just had just under 50 people. We're shooting for more next year, but definitely an annual event where we want to give people the chance to come see our headquarters in the U.S. in Plymouth, Michigan.
Yeah.
So for those who might not know what it is, what is the Grand Prix and what can they expect to see?
So it's really just like a 3-day learning event. Other than lasers, though, we brought the PDS group there to teach UV. We brought Iconics to teach about sandblasting. Stephanie was there. Dawn was there doing teachings, ROIs, and business stuff. Learned a lot from Alicia about leathers and the types of leathers that you can buy. It's really just getting a good group of people together. I will be lobbying to maybe get a little golf round in throughout those 3-4 days, but we will see.
Yeah.
I don't think that's what people exactly are making the trip for.
I mean, listen,
you never know.
You have PDS out there. They a lot of people do a lot of golf balls.
Yeah.
Stephanie does a lot of
golf balls.
So, I mean, you can work it in. You can work it into that.
Those small items.
Show the durability of PDS golf balls. How better than to go on a golf course and shoot a few rounds.
I can prove to the people that it can withstand the water hazard.
Right. Team building.
Yeah, I can sell anything. Let me know. I got you. We'll form a pitch together.
Right.
We'll get on the golf course.
So what kind of places is the van going? Like, are you going to like big established businesses? Are you going to people's homes, kind of like you did, with ours? Like what kind of people do you see?
You definitely have a mix. I definitely try to back it up a little bit just because you'd seen the van, you see the experience and just what goes into making, a good demo happen. So always try to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
And usually larger corporations, when you're going into major cities, the buildings and whatnot have different restrictions and just every place is a little different. You're always thinking outside the box to get it done, but have given demos to companies of one size and then companies of 100,000, 10,000, everything in between. Yeah. So it's been some cool places.
Yeah.
What was the learning curve to learn like to act, because you got to demo the laser, so you need to like kind of be familiar with settings. What was that learning curve for you?
And when I first got exposed, just didn't really know a lot. Like you see signage all the time and you see what lasers could be used for, but when it actually comes to making the designs,
Well, did you even know
technology,
when you saw the signs? Did you even know that they were made by a laser when you got this job? Like, did you have any background knowledge of lasers at all?
Well, the only background I really did have, right, was to see Jason. Because we spent maybe his first 2 or 3 years working, just being friends. He would tell us about it.
Right,
So I remember being at his showroom. And a good opportunity to mention for any of your viewers in the Northeast. He's got a beautiful showroom in Somerville, New Jersey.
Okay, nice.
We recently had one in Edison, New Jersey, and put a lot of work into that. But seeing that in person was really cool. Right, and I've seen a lot of equipment over time. And the laser just stuck out to me.
Yeah, watching them. I mean, the first time you see a laser running, I swear, it's just like you're in awe, like, oh, like just, like creating a file or using a file that was even already made and like sending it to the laser and seeing it actually like, mark onto whatever the material is. It's always just so cool to me. Like, I don't ever really get sick of seeing that, When
it comes to file making now, like, how do you feel about AI coming in and kind of almost like crediting all of that hard work that people have put into it for so long? Yeah,
so I have mixed feelings on it, again, being as like I designed my stuff, from scratch. If it was a file that I made, it's because I drew it, or I created it from miscellaneous shapes and that kind of stuff. So, making it from scratch. And I was really hesitant on AI in general. My friends would tell me, I did this chat GPT, and I was like, no, whatever. They're like, just put it in chat GPT. And I'm like, no, because in the beginning, I didn't know how to speak to it. I was speaking to it like Google terms, where you're very like generic, and you actually need to be, when you talk to chat GPT, you almost talk to it like a person.
Are you using please and thank you? You could tell a lot about a person the way they talk to chat, right? To AI. Oh, yeah.
I feel like an asshole if I don't.
You have to, because when it takes over, it's going to know who says please.
Exactly, right? And so I was really hesitant at first, but then when I started to see how much it could benefit, like your day-to-day, your business. Honestly, if you're not using AI right now in some aspect, you're way behind the businesses who are. For design, it's still, I'd say like the jury is out kind of, just because I don't know, I've heard that some of the artwork, they kind of it pulls from like just the universe, right? And so is it pulling from like someone's actual artwork, or is it just pulling a general art style kind of thing? You know what I mean? So that's
huge asterisk in there. There's definitely some litigation going on behind all of this
and that's
right
the hard part, because it's like, if it can generate a cool, so I do use it for like graphics, for funny cartoons, like that kind of stuff. But for actually like, hey, create this so that I can engrave it onto an item. That's the part that's a little hard. And I am seeing a lot of people doing that. And if they're comfortable with it, that's great for them. I just want to make sure that like, if I decide to ever use it, I would hate if like, one that I saw recently was like a Highland cow, right? It's a very specific type of cow. If that was taken from someone who actually took the time to hand draw that, you don't know with those certain elements, like, where's that coming from?
As a consumer, right, we kind of just have to put our trust in the structure itself. But I'll tell you, it's smart, right? Let's say I'm trying to prep for a demo or organization looking to do some work. I'll try to make a file for them beforehand, right? But you could see they'll leave a letter out. Or like,
the typos, man.
This building looks like this. Like, can I see this skyline? And it's like half of it's gone. It's like, no, I meant to do this. Can you do this, please? And it's smart enough to know what you're asking it, but also smart enough to know how to do it.
Right? Yeah. It's AI's helped me do a bunch of random things, and I still even forget. Like, sometimes I'll be doing things quote the old way, the hard way, and then all of a sudden I'll be like, oh wait, ChatGPT can help me do that easier.
Chat to the rescue.
So
Yeah, I use chat with the podcast. It helps me with the description. It helps, like I transcribe the episode, put it into chat, and then tweak it from there. Also like hashtags. It helps with content ideas.
Yeah, more dynamic titles, because before our title of our episode was just the episode number and who was on. Like, there was only so much time in the day, because the podcast is only a small portion of what we do. So we couldn't spend, if this was the only thing we were doing, we could spend the time in dynamic, thumbnails and titles and descriptions and all that kind of stuff. But having the assistance of AI, it takes a lot of that off our plate to allow us time to do other things.
And you're talking about learning curve, right? AI's picked up my learning curve quite a bit. And when it comes to creating the content we're talking about too, I think it'll help me a lot.
Yeah,
for sure.
As well.
Yeah. I mean, for content, you were saying when I was posting like a little teaser of the van, before the podcast, the best way to get comfortable with content is to just start posting. You'll gradually just learn stuff as you go, and the more you post, the more you get eyes on it, and then people who follow you will see that growth too. But a lot of times, almost especially with all the fancy editing, you don't always need that. You don't need the fancy filters or any of that stuff. Like, a lot of times just posting what your quick clips of what you're doing is enough. So,
and there's some,
especially with demos, as long as they're cool with like you recording it, or even if it's just recording you setting up your van, like that's great content,
it's just raw and like kind of like real, right? There's no like manipulation going on behind it. And we think viewers appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, and like if you're traveling, it's like, oh, hey, I'm heading to, this area. Like you could tell people like, hey, I'm heading to, you're in Melbourne, but hey, I'm heading to Melbourne. If you're in the area, want us to stop by, let us know. And then that could be your content for the day. It doesn't have to be like crazy all the time.
Every day is different, right? We were talking about, we sent our marketing guy down here. We did a couple customer spotlight videos. I drove, I was kind of his chauffeur with the van, but I was there to just film on site and just be part of, that business together. Yeah. Which is fun. We're doing installs too. Nice. So selling the equipment's great. But then we have to help with the installation and training too. So really just trying the white glove service, just like creating a great experience.
Hey guys, how great would it feel if this was the year you finally got to escape the 9-to-5 and embrace a lifestyle of creativity and entrepreneurship?
Every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern, Eon Laser USA invites you to join the Above and Beyond webinar, where you'll learn how you can make this a reality.
Join leading laser industry professional and brand ambassador Emily, aka That Mom with a Laser, and Eon Laser USA's sales manager Alicia as they dive into all things Eon.
Learn about the advantages of owning an Eon laser and get the scoop on Eon's rewards and partner benefits. Plus, get a glimpse at how everyday people who started out with zero experience paid off their lasers, scaled their businesses, and transformed their lifestyles.
So if you're ready for a lifestyle change, head on over to eonlaser.us/whyus and sign up for the Above and Beyond webinar today.
Thanks for listening. Laser on.
Bye.
Are you tired of endlessly joining jump rings?
There's gotta be an easier way.
Are your wrists aching after numerous orders? Introducing Keychain Thingies, the time-saving solution for anyone making keychains.
It's so fast and easy.
These revolutionary plastic thingies make large or multiple orders a snap. So easy, even a child can do it.
That was so easy.
So what are you waiting for? Go to keychainthingies.com and order now. Keychain Thingies will change your life. However, they should not be used to cure any medical ailments, repair broken relationships, or help lose weight. Do not use Keychain Thingies unless you want to save time and aggravation.
One, so is that the van and like in another truck, right? Because it wouldn't fit in the van?
At this point, like the equipment's already, delivered
and then
somewhere,
you show up.
And then we would come on site.
Okay, right, yeah. Okay, cool.
So sure, we'll bring a tool bag or something.
Yeah.
Some of the time, we won't need anything.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So what do you see, I guess, in the near future, or like how do you see this van growing? Because pretty much, it's kind of new, right?
Yeah, like 4 or 5 months in, and
That's
just
really
getting
new,
comfortable driving it, really just getting in a good flow, right?
Mhm.
You saw it takes, we could be more efficient with how
Yeah.
quick it takes to set up.
Mm-hmm.
We might want to gut the
Yeah.
inside a little bit and change it up a bit. But yeah, I mean, efficiency is definitely where my mind's at. So trying to make that as efficient as possible and just getting more places,
Yeah.
right? The only way it's going to get somewhere is if we drive it.
Right.
So
Yeah. And like a nice wrap would do well too.
a wrap
like
would look
if
really
you,
nice.
Yeah, if you said like, hey, there's a laser in here, or like, so, you know what I mean? Something like that. We just recently added
The window film,
perforated film
on the
to
back of your
back
car.
of our
Right?
cars.
I've seen that.
Yeah, and
That's how I knew I was at the right house. When I was at the,
right? Because we were actually we were recognized on the way to the airport like a couple months ago.
No, when we got on the plane.
Oh yeah,
We
so
were on the plane, and one of like the first people to get on, she was sitting
that
right
first row.
up front, and we come in, and we're wearing our Riley Black
Studio
shirts. And the van is wrapped in the back window with Riley Black Studio. She's pointing to us, and usually people are asking us what our
what
shirts
it means,
are,
and that's what we thought. Well, she had a mask on too,
Right.
so it was hard to, I
So then
couldn't
she
like read her
pulled it
lips.
down. She's like, I saw you guys driving into the airport because of the.
And then we got on the same plane, and she was like, "Oh, she recognized our shirt from the back of our car."
Yeah.
So it's just like you never know where someone's gonna like
and I was
see
getting,
that
I
and
was
wonder,
just getting an
what
oil
is that?
change in prep to drive
Oh,
up
yeah.
to Dallas for next level. So I was getting an oil change, and at the oil change, someone asked me for a card because they know someone who wants to start a podcast. So if it wasn't for that sticker, that connection would have never been made.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely wraps are cool. And I know a guy locally in Vero Beach.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'm always trying to connect good people together. And I mean, you get a lot of that from this business because you're just dealing with so many people that are doing things and active like you guys. And there's just so many people that are working hard. And just to be a part of it and be in the process is fun.
Well, and everyone's always, I feel like people are genuinely like curious. We've worn our Riley Black Project shirts and also been asked many times, like in the airport or at the store or wherever, like, oh, what's the Riley Black Project? What's that about? So I think anytime you have that, like, you're basically a walking billboard. You just determine what you want people to see, what you want to quote advertise, and you wear it, people are going to ask about it.
it goes
so.
both good and bad because now you have to check yourself on road rage.
You do. Hey, what was
you're
it the other day? I was in a little bit of a rush, and like I didn't do anything bad, but I was like, ooh, I don't know that would have looked good necessarily, of like, trying to go quickly or what I was, and I was like, shit, that's right, I have that thing on the back of my window.
When I moved down here, I noticed you're talking about road rage. I was like, nobody's honking their horn. Like, what's going on here? And I had asked people, and like their feedback was just because everybody's carrying. And I said, oh, good enough. I mean, I'm not the type of driver to be honking anyway.
But
I take it
if
real
you go a little
easy.
further south, that honky comes
Oh
back.
yeah, down Miami.
Yeah.
He's calmed down quite a bit,
But
especially
I'm friends with my horn.
especially
It's there for a
after
reason.
having the boys. There was time, especially after he moved to Colorado, he would wait until like the last second to get in, the off ramp
It's a merging
lane.
lane. I don't have to merge right away. I go all the way down.
It's
Especially there's a
all
backup.
the way
Go all-
down.
why would I get in this line here
when
I can go
when
down
I can
there?
cut in the front?
Like 20 people down that way. That's where it
Oh
merges in.
my god! And
I do
it's
that
just Miami.
construction.
Man, South Florida. Like I thought Colorado was bad to a certain extent. Nothing like South Florida. Like there was someone, I was in the right lane once at a stoplight, and someone from the left lane, so 2 lanes over, turned right in front of me.
You guys were in the way.
Like there's people that turn from the left lane that should go straight, they turn left at the light when it's not for them. I mean, it's quite terrifying sometimes.
And the wide turn stickers.
Oh,
where
my
the trucks
gosh.
have those. I'm like, I don't really understand those.
No?
Well, you're already in the right lane, and they're making a right.
Yeah, but people try to go around them because they're so, especially in Miami, they take the wide turn, right? Well, people will think that there's space for them on either side and try to beat them. And
Cut
so,
in.
yeah,
I'm giving them
that's-
so much space. It kind of figures itself out. I was so nervous driving the TroVan down to Miami
Yeah,
last
I
week.
bet.
Oh my god, head on a swivel though.
Yeah.
So we made it.
Yeah, tell me, can you talk about the Miami one and the like?
Just that, we had a couple people that inquired about receiving a demo.
Yeah.
And I had gone on and done it. You had asked about, what type of situations are you in?
Yeah.
Well, this building, we basically did the demo in a bank parking lot,
Oh wow,
right? And we kind of
Yeah.
had a bodyguard for the TroVan and,
Yeah.
and the car.
wow.
Because we have a generator outside.
Right,
There's
right.
cables running.
Yeah.
We're kind of halfway in a drive-through lane
Yeah.
for a bank.
Well, and
So-
it's an attention. The people are going to be like, "What's that?" Yeah. So, were you actually in what's that art? What city was it? Or
In Miami.
in
So
Miami?
I think I was in North Miami one day, but then I was
Okay.
down in Wynwood
Yeah,
the
that's
next
what I
day.
was,
So
yeah.
dealing
I
with
kept wanting to say Wincoop
Oh.
because
No.
that's Wynwood. Yeah.
I'd say a lot of corporate event groups, and have you been to an Art Basel before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have, and I heard they're great. And
Yeah.
it seems like we're pretty involved with stuff that's
Okay.
going on there, which
Yeah.
is cool, and just starting to build more relationships and just continue to do what we've been doing.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What's some of the again, that's not under an NDA or anything like that. What is some of the coolest things or unique things maybe that people are looking at Trotec to use for?
Well, I guess they're two different questions, right?
Mhm.
Maybe a popular, you didn't say popular, but
Yeah.
then unique. So I'll go with popular first. You had seen all the acrylic,
Mhm.
the thumb that we had, right?
Right,
so if
right.
somebody sees
That
the
acrylic,
quality
that gear-
comes off the laser
That side,
yeah.
the side of the cut was so smooth.
to eliminate a lot of your post-processing time
Yeah.
is good. But then you're asking about unique and certain things I see.
Yeah.
We're talking about small items, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
That's really where your quantities could stack
Mhm.
up. There was a guy in Alabama who was using, I guess you'd put stones in your old fashioned, right?
Oh, okay.
Tequila,
Oh yeah, the whiskey
the
stones.
rocks, whiskey
Yeah.
rocks or stones. I find that to be a very good
actually have
application
some
that I don't see enough
that I've
of
never used.
because I feel like the quantities can get super high. I mean,
Yeah.
I put it in one of our lasers. You're doing hundreds.
Yeah.
was that
in an
engraving
hour
the
to-
rock?
you're-
Yeah, I have some.
Okay.
I have some whiskey stones. They're from JDS or JPP,
Okay.
right? And they're like a grayish, stone, and then you'd put them in the freezer or
Freezer,
whatever. And then that way you put them in your drink so that it keeps it cold but doesn't
To water
dilute it.
down,
Yeah, but then you customize them. So you engrave them,
Okay.
with
I thought it's
work
so
logos,
easy to do whatever.
names, and especially if you know a guy or a friend who's a whiskey drinker
Right.
or that kind,
Or even for
that's a perfect,
groomsmen.
it's a perfect
Yeah.
gift for someone
Father's
like that.
Day.
Of hey, I know that you like these things. Here's
Right.
some with your initials or your logo. Yeah,
That really sticks out
I
to me
forgot
as
about
one
those,
that's
yeah.
unique.
yeah.
Sometimes I feel like I'm in the wrong business.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we feel like that all the time on the podcast when we interview people and we're like, you do what? And how many of them? You can get so niche specific in this industry. You can do one thing and make a lot of money.
Mhm.
A lot of money. You find your market, you find your whiskey stone people or your acrylic tags. I mean, hell, there's people who all they do is make those acrylic warning labels for companies and electricians and plumbers and that kind of stuff where it's not flashy, it's not fun, it's not
Right, the
pretty,
safety
it's just
tags.
functional.
Yeah,
The safety signs,
legible and permanent.
Exactly.
Typically, but
Yeah, well, and they hold up well,
Mhm.
So yeah.
with doing the demos and running a laser for a lot, has it enticed you to venture out and get your own laser to do some of these things, or?
Yeah, I always think about it. I think there's different levels as we all try to find ourselves and what
Right,
we're
right.
trying to achieve in life. I'm putting so much time into the job itself anyway
Right.
that I don't really know if I want to commit even more time
Right.
to doing the same thing.
Yeah,
Because
especially
at
being
one
on the
point,
road a lot.
I got to sit down and
Right.
relax,
Right.
And just not think about a laser
Yeah.
or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, all the time it would be like, why don't I just have a small laser and do a few things? But even when we're having conversations, sales, negotiations, things like that, it's like a lot of the effort is getting the work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So finding the right people,
Finding the
having the right
people.
job,
Yep.
that you can't take that for granted.
Yeah.
So I'm confident in my ability to buy one and at least make some stuff. But who will I sell it to?
Right.
That I'm not sure.
Right.
Yeah. I spend a lot of my free time doom scrolling on cameras. She calls it camera porn, but because I just watch it, like rigs. Like if you look at my my Instagram's Explore, it's a bunch of cameras and guns. Is what's on there.
He's always
Well,
and then he's always adjusting like his camera setup, like where like certain like supports and handles and like batteries and cables and all this stuff.
I watch something, I'm like, oh, that might work.
That's
well.
a good
and then
setup.
I put it on, and then I'm like, oh, this doesn't really work for me. And then I go back to my old one. Yeah.
Or
I think I got it down. I like that.
For
setup.
good for a few months, maybe?
For a little bit. The only thing I would add is an easy
It's a brand new camera, though, so...
The only thing I would add is an easy rig, because it's a little heavy. The thing that goes over.
Oh, that you, like,
down, so
wear.
that you can wear for, like, a steady cam. Yeah.
How much are those?
They're like, depends on what. I can get a knockoff on Amazon for, like, $300 or $400.
Oh, okay. Not terrible.
Yeah, not terrible, but it takes up a lot of space.
Right.
And then traveling with that backpack. The dog's out.
Dog.
The dog's out. Because it's like a backpack thing that has a waist strap, and then it comes up over, and basically it's like a bungee system to take the weight of the camera off. So it's just suspended, and you can like let it go and spin around. So that way you're not having the weight.
Well, especially long shoots and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, so he used to work for the news, and
Local news.
you were how long were you a cameraman?
Ooh, I would say for half of it, for a little over 10 years.
Yeah. So his shoulder, because that's where his camera went a good portion of the time. Yeah, sometimes it was on tripod, but a lot of times, it was handheld. So his shoulder, that
was me.
Yeah.
I always preferred handheld on my shoulder. Just gave me a little bit more freedom. Now, if it was like regular stand-ups on the street, like when they do their thing, obviously on sticks on the tripod, but whenever we were out getting content, I would always do it on my shoulder because it was just easier to run and gun if I had to move somewhere.
Right.
And to pick up the sticks and
I always wondered how heavy the boom mics are. Because they're pretty long.
So yes, they're long. So they're not heavy. What it gets you is, it's like if you were to hold this cup. I can hold this cup like this. It's fine. It's not heavy. But after an hour, you start shaking it. So that's the thing. And there's tricks to that. You'll see them. They put them on their shoulders to take the weight off of it. So they just kind of like have to just to make sure it's like, because they do, if you notice, they'll tilt where it's going, especially if it's like a two-person conversation. They'll tilt it back and forth when you're talking and when you're talking, when you're talking. So I
don't think I've ever really seen anybody
operator?
operate one.
Yeah.
I've seen it like on TV, but not like in person. I don't think I've seen someone.
For the first time, I saw this cool thing on scrolling through Instagram, my TV, on my camera porn. The SNL.
You're gonna get us flagged if you keep saying that.
Saturday Night Live. They have a boom operator, and he's like, he's had cranks, so he can like, this one moves it around, and the other one extends the arm, retracts the arm, he moves around. It's a pretty intense thing, and it's just for the boom mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's that fall on the list of things you're looking for here? Do you think you have everything that you want? I'm sure there was a progression at some point, but
for the podcast?
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
You have so much more that you're looking for?
I want a crew.
Yeah.
I want to have I want to be able to, like, once we finish recording, we can like post it right away.
Let's go.
Yeah.
And have like a legit studio, not just in the garage.
Yeah.
No, like
no.
This is amazing. This is really like my first experience of something like this. So just to have you guys bring me on is an honor.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, and everyone starts somewhere, right? You start small. You start where you're at. So where we started, we were on our couch as an audio only podcast for over a year.
Yeah. And then this was our first, these were our first mics. This one, and there's another one. Just because I normally have that one. But
thank you very much.
Well, yeah, and we had backups. We had two other backups. But then we decided to open up a studio, and instead of buying 4 mics for it, we're like, well, we have these 2 that we rarely use.
Yeah.
So I took it over and completely forgot to bring one over today. For
Now, how far is that studio from here?
about 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're close.
How much, like, big space and
Like
It's
this.
small. It's kind of it's basically an office space. We
Yeah.
turned an office into a podcast or
Okay.
content creation studio. You know, since we built this one, we built our first one at our old house about 3 years ago. Because we wanted to add video, but we didn't want to add video from our couch in our living room. So we had some extra space, or we created some extra space in our garage at that house. And as soon as we created that, we were immediately getting questions of, hey, would I be able to come use your studio to record my podcast?
Okay.
Because we had friends who were doing podcasts, but they were doing them out of their home, and they were having to set up and break down every time they would record. So, you know, one of them was recording like bi-weekly or just once a month. And even once a month, it was a pain in the butt because she was running into, you know, camera issues or sound issues or, you know, whatever. And then she'd have to, you know, set it up and break it all down because it's her home. So she didn't have enough space to like have it set up all the time. Right. And so that's when it kind of got our idea like of, oh, it'd be really cool if we could create a rentable podcast space. And so, you know, when we moved here, we again just, you know, made one in our home, and we had a local friend reach out to us, and she wanted us to, you know, help her with her podcast, record, distribute, you know, that kind of stuff. And with her, because she was our friend, we didn't mind her coming here. But if we wanted to expand beyond her, you know, with strangers and stuff, we didn't really want them coming to our home. And so that's when we were like, oh, okay, you know, let's look into this. You know, initially we told her no. And then I just started looking to see how cheap of a space we could get. And we found something, you know, super affordable in the local like lawyer's building. Basically, the lawyer has the whole top floor, and then they rent out the bottom floor.
Great.
And so it's
So we
the
grabbed one of
Lulich
those.
building on Main Street. And so it worked out perfect. And yeah, then it just kind of grew from there. And now we're just trying to grow, you know, get the word out about the podcast studio, and local businesses, you know, have them come in and check it out, and just as a place to make content. So
Are you spending most of your time there? Or
kind of 50-50
yeah, a
right
little
now,
bit.
but we
I'm the
definitely
one-
plan to
I'm the one
increase
that
it.
goes over more often than not.
Yeah.
Just to edit and to like be there and let people know, oh, I'm here for like the next 3 hours if you want to come check it out,
Yeah.
type of thing. But I think 3 days out of the week over at the studio
Right.
for a few hours.
Yeah.
I'd love to come see it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If
Well, I mean, we
if
could
you-
might
stop
have
by
somebody that
afterwards.
wants
Yeah.
to rent it. Let's do
Yeah,
it.
if you're free after this, we can
I
go
am.
stop by
Yeah.
and look at it.
Yeah.
I think this is a great time to take a quick van tour and watch this cup be made.
Hey, welcome everybody to the TroVan. Come on in. We got our cockpit up front, little signage, some photo engraving, some hats, a little more behind the scenes. We got our computer and our TV, our exhaust system, and our Speedy 360 laser. And it looks like we have a job ready to play.
All right, that was awesome.
It was really cool.
That truck is pretty cool. the van.
Yeah. I'm impressed how much you can fit in there. Like it just, I don't know. So the laser, the Speedy 360, you said, right? What size is that? Like
So it's a 32 by 20 marking area.
Okay.
But the overall dimensions are just a bit bigger than that.
yeah.
Now it's interesting because the 360 was designed to go through a standard doorway.
Right.
But yeah, it could also fit in a van.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then you have like we mentioned a little bit earlier on, the TV, like the workspace.
Yeah.
Like we did have to do like a little shimmying, but I mean, surprisingly, again, that like it's a van with a laser with the filtration system, which is not big, but it's also not necessarily small either.
No,
like
it's definitely
the desk space.
definitely sufficient.
There was
for-
there was enough room for the three of us to be in there
Yeah, at
and
the same
not
time, yeah.
like feel like we're on top of each other for
Yeah.
the most part.
I'm telling
So-
you, we had 6 people in there last week, and
That
there was a
is
7th that was
crazy.
like out of the door.
Like,
so I had to like
peeking in.
open it and be like, all right, we can switch. Like,
Right.
let's do it.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So what was the 6 people? Was that in Miami?
Yes, and that
Okay.
was more tied towards art, acrylic cutting, and things like that. But
Yeah.
it was the coolest thing because we were doing a demo, and he said, you know what, my friend has a Trotec. He's right down the street. Like, let
Yeah.
me give him a call and see if he's available. He answered the phone, and him and his wife were in the van. I turned my head, and we had 2 more people in the van.
Nice.
So like I kind of heard like extra people would be coming, but like
Yeah.
I wasn't sure because you see my doing my thing at the
Right,
laser.
right.
And I turn around, I'm like, where are these people coming from?
right.
And then we went and saw his shop actually.
Yeah.
So that was
Oh,
a pretty
nice.
full day down
Yeah.
there.
I
And then-
bet.
Yeah.
That networking can can last a minute because there's just so
For
much
sure.
to talk about and like geek out about machines and like the different ways to use it. I've actually wanted to use my laser for acrylic art. Like, so you see all those tumblers right on that rack.
Oh yeah.
The rack behind all the tumblers, that's
acrylic.
all acrylic.
Okay.
It's literally 8 shelves. 4. No, let's
A
see.
lot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shelves, all of acrylic. And I want to start using those like in just different like art pieces. Cause I have learned that I don't love doing a lot of production. I don't love doing the same thing 100 times or 500 times or whatever, right? I want to make something really cool and then like make it once. So I want to try and like make some like layered acrylic art. So when I see the artists in Miami doing the acrylic stuff, like one, they've found their people, right? They found their market. Because when you look at some of those acrylic pieces, when you break it down, they're not difficult to make a lot of times. They're just like layered sheets of acrylic.
Well, you say it's not difficult.
Well, right,
For
but
you.
like, true. That's true because I'm thinking about it from
That's
like a
me talking about
laser.
editing and shooting.
Very true. Yeah, but like, it's somewhat simplistic, right? But because they turn it into art and they put their own spin on it and they market it to those people as a unique way to use art, like. I love any of those that I can find. There's several in Miami that do that.
I had this really cool artist approach me, and we ended up not doing a deal. But I'm thinking
Yeah.
about buying a painting from him. Some of the
Yeah.
work they do. Oh my god! If I
It's
could
just
show
so
you,
cool.
it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll show you on here, but
Yeah,
off, I
definitely
could
show
you
us
and be like,
afterwards.
yeah, I'm trying to buy this.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, we had somebody on who does trompe-l'oeil, which is like super realistic.
Oh, yeah.
Like she'll paint this cup or whatever, and if there's like a piece of tape, so basically what she does is like she'll tape a drawing or something, and then she'll draw it. Well, she'll even draw the tape.
And the tape will
And the
look
tape
real.
looks
Okay,
real.
yeah, like
I'll show you hers
Yeah,
after.
or like
yeah.
she'll put like fruit in a box, in a cardboard box, and the canvas,
the sides of the
the
canvas.
sides of the canvas, she paints them to make it look like the box.
and like when there's texture in it,
And-
you feel like you
and
can feel
honestly,
it.
from her painting,
I showed
my
it to him.
favorite part
He argued with me. He was like,
is-
I said, this is a painting. He was like, no, it's not. There's a
it's
box.
corrugated. You see the corrugation in the cardboard.
No.
She painted that. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
And the folds
Oh.
and the wrinkles of what my takeaway is the cardboard part, not even the fruit.
It really
that looks
is.
super realistic. It's the box.
Yeah, because we've all seen painted fruit that looked
Yeah,
really cool.
the fact that
But
she painted
cardboard
the
boxes,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
I'm just thinking like Ink Master and
Yeah.
some
Oh,
of their
yes.
shows.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. At the beginning,
The first few seasons,
the
True,
later
right.
seasons, they got kind of.
yeah,
They
But
got-
when they reuse the same people over
Yeah.
and over again,
Yeah.
I'm like, all right,
yeah,
yeah,
I'll watch clean.
yeah.
Do a few things.
Yeah.
Nice. Our tattoo artist from Colorado, he almost went on there, but decided not to because you had to like you were not allowed to work even if you were off the show.
Yeah.
You couldn't work for like 6 weeks, and he
That's
was
too
like,
much.
I can't not work for 6 weeks, even as a shop owner,
and not
you know?
guaranteed to win.
Right. Exactly. You're not guaranteed to win. You only get paid like so much. So he's like, especially if you get kicked off in the first week or two, like not only are you not on the show anymore, you're now not allowed to like go back to work and make money yet. Like, so.
And they're all filmed in New York?
They were before when I used to watch.
Yeah. A lot of MTV stuff is done in New York, just because that's where they're based out of.
Okay.
So they have the production crew there. So and some in LA. Like
I guess from being like from around there, sometimes you just like feel like that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
But then when you take a step back, you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Right. So Trotec and you were awesome enough to give some different kind of perks. Do you want to talk about some of those?
Sure. So
and I have them on my phone if you need to reference anything.
I think our first offering is just a basic offering that we will give anybody, but a good opportunity to address all the material. Because aside from the equipment, we also manufacture and sell our materials.
Nice.
So you sign up on our website, 10% off your first order.
Awesome. Nice. And it was, so the code is welcome-1 US for that one.
Any problems with that? You just let Crystal know, let John know, let me know.
Yeah.
You know.
And then the Printed United passes. Tell us about that.
Yes. So Printing United trade show, Orlando Convention County Center, OCCC, whatever you like to call it, October 22 through 24. Definitely a huge 3 days for us and for me. We definitely have a lot of fun at the trade shows. We meet a lot of people.
They're awesome.
But we have unlimited passes for all your viewers. I know you have the code there.
Yeah.
Anybody that does sign up, I mean, I hope you guys would all come by, booth together.
Of course.
Meet the team. I mean, there's going to be a lot of us there. So
yeah, we hope to go up there for at least one day to go see everything. Let's see the passcode. It says 118731. And again, if you guys miss any of this, you're driving, working, whatever, just send us a message and we'll give you all the info. And then the last one, Trotec Laser Grand Prix early registration.
Yes. So we talked about the Grand Prix a little bit. Again, just to mirror something like UV Energize is doing. We're trying to kind of do the same thing.
Yeah.
Right. So that's taking place at our U.S. headquarters in Plymouth, Michigan. Dates to be determined, but it will be in May of 2026.
Okay.
Again,
good to know.
UV Energize will have UV equipment, sandblast equipment. Let me see. We'll have JDS there and just teaching classes, a 3-day learning event.
Those are awesome. I feel like, you know, we're going to next level next week, and these events just, they're so pivotal in businesses, no matter, I feel like, where you're at in your business. If you're new, they're great to find your people, to get motivation, to, you know, if you've been around a long time, they're great to go see your friends, to network. If you're ever in like a weird slump, a lot of us go because when you leave, you're ready to like King Kong, like dominate. Like you leave so freaking motivated. And I feel I've left like every event that same way, whether it's 30 people, 50 people, 500-600 people that, you know, next level is going to be. So I love that so many, you know, different Trotec, Eon, like whoever, Samita and Anuj with Homebound Customs. We're going to go see them in September. Melody with CMB. We're also going to see her a few days later, also in September. But I encourage anybody who's listening to find those that are near you, like especially if you can't afford to go either for time or money wise to these bigger events, find those smaller events and go to those. And even more so with those, you get more of that like hands-on, like one-on-one time. You know, it's not just a huge class.
That's
like
what I was going to add too, that you get to see you get to see these machines in action.
Right.
You get to see kind of like what sets each one apart. And if you're on the fence, if you're thinking of like upgrading a machine or you're going into your first one, it's also good to see the machine in action and what specs they have in person. At least for me, I'm more of in person because you could do all the research online and like do a spreadsheet of what pros and cons of each one, but to see them
seeing the machine running in person, the sandblasting, the few times
cool.
we've seen that, we saw it the first time at APA,
okay,
and that was cool.
This
we were
year or this year?
This last
week. We were vending at APA, and they were literally like catty corner from us, and we didn't have a lot of time because we were vending to be able to go over and like play with it, but it
was cool.
It's really cool.
It's on the list.
Not really.
No.
So I feel like I would have. Now, listen, if money is unlimited, give me all the toys, right? But like I love seeing Stephanie's content when she's making stuff on there, like how she uses like her Trotec to, engrave the film, the masking, and then takes it over to the sandblaster, and just how clean and nice it looks on glass and mugs and that kind of stuff. She's done rocks.
Well, speaking of events, we're holding a blazering event.
Oh, right, yeah.
So we're talking about the GPX, then this blazering event, and then next level. So that's being held in Richmond, Virginia.
Oh, okay.
But let me take a step back, because hopefully I explained Grand Prix well, but I didn't tell you what the actual discount.
Oh, right.
was,
Yeah.
So if you go on our website and try to register, I think I gave you a jot form link. So the link will show $325 for one ticket, includes meals, stuff like that. What we're offering is $100 off of that for 30 days to perhaps, your exclusive audience and listeners and viewers. So
thank you.
We hope to see you there. I mean, we really want a lot of people, and I could see some of this happening there as well.
Yeah. And that's what we're hoping to do too. At Next Level, we'll be having a podcast at Next Level. And then when we go to Atlanta and North Carolina, we'll be doing a small, recording there as well. So when we go to these events, we try to also record a podcast while we're there.
You know what? I guess on the floors, I would see a couple like behind the windows, they would have this set up like that.
Yeah.
Is that kind of what your setup's going to be like?
We'll set up anywhere. We've set up in the hallway before. We've set up on like at APA. We did, we were on like the actual vendor like presentation stage. We'll be in a similar spot at Next Level as well, the vendor presentation stage. Yeah. But for like Atlanta and North Carolina, we're just going to be in their warehouse, so just impromptu, not really impromptu, but like it's somewhat informal. Like, they might sit and watch, or maybe they're just going to be wandering around while we're recording, so.
I mean, we did the same thing over at Will Spot before APA. We went to since we were going to Vegas, we stopped in Sacramento a few days earlier and checked out Will's warehouse, and we did like a meetup and a recording there before going to APA and doing one there.
Okay.
Yeah. And again, sometimes it's just as simple as a table or just
we don't
chairs.
need much. We just need chairs
and our equipment. We bring the equipment.
We have a travel right next to you. You'll see the Pelican case there on the floor. That's our travel case. We have our mics in there, and then I just pack these small cameras in there, and then that's it. We're ready to go.
Yeah.
I got a lot to learn.
We got you.
You come to the right place.
Right. So before we cut off the free people, tell people where they can follow you, Trotec, etc.
All right. So on Instagram, I'm Frankie Lasers, 3 S's at the end.
Nice.
What else did I say I wanted to highlight? I put out a Google Doc form, right? If you like what you see from the van, you want me to come by and give you a demo. Fill out the jot form. It's going to ask you a few questions, what files you play with, what application you're looking for. Is there an accessory you'd want to see? Send me some of your files. I'd be happy to run them. As you see, I took your file and we ran something. So just takes a little, organizing and scheduling out, but we'll come and see you, and hope I give you a nice first Trotec laser experience.
Yeah, for sure.
Nice. Well, that'll do it for our Gen Pop portion of the podcast. The life update's coming up next. And we are back for the life update. A few things have changed.
We've changed our shirts, I think.
Days have changed.
Yeah.
Things have changed.
We ran out of time on Monday to record the life update, and now it's Thursday, so we're finally getting that time.
Thursday. For you patrons, yes, the day after. I've told you before, there are nights that I'm editing on Thursday to post.
He's editing now, at midnight, if we're being honest.
We are recording on the Thursday to post this on Friday.
Yep.
It's all for you. This is what we do for you guys.
Right?
This is what we do for you guys. For those who aren't patrons yet.
Yeah.
This is what we do for our patrons. We really care for you, even though there's like 5 left.
Stop it. We have 77.
Yes.
So it's
Yes,
still amazing.
But
yeah.
times are hard out here for a lot of
Yeah.
people. So I get, I get it.
Everything adds up, so I understand,
Yeah.
and hopefully it's not something we did.
Right.
If it is,
Let us know.
Totally possible
Yeah, let
because
us know.
we've been consumed by the studio.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, hopefully we'll have some giveaways and stuff coming up.
Yep.
And we'll do too. We'll be able to give away something to our free patrons. Which means if you're not signed up for a free patron, I would do that now. And then, of course, something for our paid patrons as
That's
well.
right. And this is going on Friday.
Yes.
So for patrons going to Next Level, stop on by, say hi. Who knows? Maybe we'll have something for you.
Yeah.
We might.
Yeah, we should.
Might
That's
have a
good idea,
handshake.
right?
Might have
we'll,
a hi.
We'll try
a
and
hug,
have something for
or
you.
we'll have something that you can take with you.
Right. Yeah.
But no, if you're at Next Level, and I'm sure you guys are probably listening to this.
Yeah.
While you're traveling to Next Level.
Potentially, yeah.
Potentially. So,
We-
yeah, if you're listening, that means you're a patron because
Yeah.
you have access to it. And if you're a patron, please come by, say hi. We'd love
Yeah.
to
Take
to
a picture.
Hang out
I'm
with
really
you,
bad
take a
at
picture.
those.
Yes.
Like
you-
forget to take them.
Yes. And don't feel bad about, hey, can we take a picture? Because
Yeah, no.
we love it. We forget all the time.
Yep.
So
And we
because
want
we're wrapped
to.
up in everything,
Yeah.
but feel free to, pull us if we're doing something.
Yeah.
Like talk to us and say, hey, can we take a quick picture? Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Always have time.
Yep.
Also, I mean, we're just wrapped up in getting ready for
so
Next Level.
much. Yeah.
Our house is a mess.
An
our
absolute
our living room
disaster.
is a mock-up of what our booth
Yeah.
hopefully will look like.
Yep. So yeah, we're gonna mock up today. Make sure I don't need to buy any last minute, one day purchases on Amazon. And yeah, we leave Monday morning.
Yeah, we do. It hasn't stopped. It's just that
yeah,
computer
I
went to
figured.
sleep. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Just prepping, man. I'm excited. As you joked, this is our Super Bowl.
yes, it is.
So we are not only vending, we have a vendor, a booth.
Yeah, keychain things.
I'm teaching 2 silhouette classes,
Yep.
and then we're also doing our live recording of the podcast.
And I'm shooting
So-
content for a few booths.
Yes.
So we are just busy
Doing all the
busy.
things.
That's why I say we will forget to take pictures. So
Yeah.
please do not hesitate
Force
to
us to
stop.
do
yes,
it.
yes. We love to do it. So
Yeah.
you're not bothering. It's not like, we love to do it. So
Yeah.
please stop us and take pictures. Unfortunately, if you're Gen Pop, by the time you see this,
Yep, you've
especially if you
already-
see it the
yeah.
day that it releases, Next Level just ended and we're
Yeah.
driving back. Or no, we just got back home
Yeah.
at the time. But that's why you should sign up for Patreon. 'Cause you get all this extra stuff.
Right. You don't get the 10-day
Right,
FOMO.
Right.
So, yeah.
So yeah, we're on our way to Next Level. We'll be
Oh.
driving our next.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, especially for Gen Pop, September 21st and 27th, I believe. Double check those. But we'll be at the Atlanta meetup with Homebound Customs.
Yep.
Homebound Custom Decor. Homebound. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say because my brain. I need more coffee.
We'll be hanging out with Samita and Anush.
Yeah, and then a few days later, we'll be
The next
driving
weekend.
to North Carolina to hang out with Melody in her new space. So we're really excited for that. And yeah, I guess we'll.
If you're going to Next Level, I need your dollars because I want to
Save
keep
his
this
beard.
beard. So save this beard. Let's make Daniel shave his.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, because I've been working hard for this beard, so I want to keep it. He says his got, what is it? It's for the kids. It's
Oh no, I don't. I forget what he said, but it's
like generational or whatever.
yeah.
Doesn't
I
matter.
don't know.
Mine is.
He put a lot of work into it.
Yeah.
Basically, it's been around for a minute.
Mine looks better. I don't know how he takes care of mine, but I know I oil it, I blow dry it. I take good care of my beard. So it takes a lot. So please help me save my beard.
Or not.
The next,
I'm curious to see the boy's reaction.
JR does say he did say
He
he
wants
wants
you to
he wants
shave
me to
it.
shave it. I'm like, I'm not gonna shave to what I was before. Like I'm
Yeah.
gonna shave to be like you. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, you say that,
Right?
but nobody wants to see it.
Nope.
Our next episode will be from the van.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're
That'll
gonna
be
set
exciting.
up a camera.
Yeah.
We're gonna be driving. And then I think we're gonna call in with
Yeah, David and
David
Blake.
and Blake because they're also driving.
Yes.
So it should be fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll do it
I
for.
think that's all the things.
I think that's it. So hope to see you guys at next level, and that'll do it for the Rally
Or
Black.
the ones in September.
Or the ones in September. But we're gonna be pushing that
Yeah,
plenty of time. Up next level. Hope to see you there, and that'll do it for the Riley Black Project. Crystal and John.
Bye.
Maybe we're all done. The Riley Black Project. Bye.
Say bye.
Bye.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Nino, I'm recording.